Alright, we're getting started here. Hydro and um, Hydro and Near N are supposed to start sometime soon, I think. Probably wouldn't have even cut the stream off earlier if I'd known they were gonna play so soon, but I didn't even know if they were gonna be playing tonight. For all I knew, it was getting put off the full day or whatever. So no one really communicated that to me, but it is what it is. It's fine. We get to just hop right back into the action here once these guys start. Let me make sure they're not in a match already. Make sure they don't sneak by me like Cam and Nier did, where we joined after like 2 turns had already passed or something. Because that was not optimal. Not at all. Okay, well, we're just gonna be waiting on these guys to start. I think they said like in 25 minutes, about 25 minutes ago, so I think it should be pretty soon. I assume. Right around 6 o'clock is when they ought to start. I should really just keep my eye on this thing to make sure they don't start without me. Because this is grand finals, we can't be missing a second of it, right? Do not want that shit. Okay. I haven't seen them in Unlimited yet. I assume they gotta be starting soon, though, so. Whatever. I'm ready to go whenever these guys get to it. We got any... How many viewers we got in here? We got 6 of you so far. We gotta get more people in. It hasn't started yet, so it's no big deal, but... I should let people know NFL. I don't think they're... I don't want to take my eye off of it. Don't want to miss that. But for those of you just joining, they should be getting started pretty soon here, from what I understand. I don't think they're in game yet. Nope. Okay. All good, all good. Hydro Pump just got back from work, so it is what it is. Does anyone here know what Hydro is playing? Because we know Nier is on Bayou. And I think Hydro might be playing Blackwing. But he's played Turbo before, so... Could be either. I didn't watch enough of this tournament, I guess. Oh well. Oh well. So, I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to sit here too much longer. I don't know what the hell to talk about. Alright, Hydra's typing in chat. They must be getting started. He says he's ready. Alright, good. Don't have to vamp about anything then. We can just hop right in without too much trouble. So, what do we got? Okay. It's a Bayou Turbo versus whatever the hell Hydra's playing, which I think might be Blackwing, but could also be Turbo given that it's Hydro Pump, so. We're gonna see. Alright. This is it. The grand finals of Peak of the Beak 2. Who will be victorious? We got a lot of good duelists in this tournament. Hydra's going to win RPS. Strong start for him. Well, we'll probably find out what he's playing here. Like I said, I don't know. A lot of you probably know. Oh, no. Oh, no. Go back to playing Turbo. It's less boring than this. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's fine. It's all good. A lot of people would disagree with that anyway. Actually, Hydra's kind of opened the nuts here. It's gonna be a rough one for end speed. Gonna be a rough one indeed. Big think for end speed. What did he search off Whirlwind? Did I totally missed that. Was it Kalut? Was it Blizzard? I guess it's like not super important. You gotta figure he's got Kalut either way, somehow, so. Yeah, this was an insane opening by Hydro. Going first and having Whirlwind Shore like 2 back row is pretty nuts. It's about as good as it's gonna get for Blackwings. Everything you could really want, so. He searched Kalut. Alright. End speed setting. Hopefully a Raikou or a Hamster for his sake. Gonna pass, get an end phase space. Ugh, it's not so good. Yeah, that's gonna snipe the D prison. Sucks he didn't have more to set here. Couldn't even play around like Ick attack or anything in end phase. Man, these turn 1 Whirlwind games are just so hard because if you don't have the out and they just keep getting free pluses. I've talked about it, but this is like the only unfair card in Blackwings, it feels like. It's just like so crazy. Pretty much everything else they do is like completely fair except for freaking Whirlwind openings. Hydra is big thinking at the moment, looking at his extra deck. Perhaps he has a tuner in hand, but I feel like there's no chance you're synchroing here, right? Maybe he's thinking forward a couple moves or something. Alright, he's... Okay, no, he's thinking about Brionac. That's a really aggressive play. Could definitely go wrong. Yeah, for sure. I could see how that could go very wrong. But maybe he feels like he just really, really, really doesn't want to hit into a Hamster or Raikou. If this like other trap is something very good, maybe it's worth to do this. If he does it that way. But he also might not. He might just hit. I don't know. I feel like you only summon this if you're going for it though, right? Is Raikou really that scary that you need to, like, go in like this? I don't know. I don't play Blackwings. What the hell do I know? Brio going to be bouncing the set monster? Did he? Okay, pitched another collude. That all checks out then. Now we got some people in here. Be sure to like the stream. Help me out here. Got to get as many people in on this tournament finals as possible. End speed taking a good bit of damage here. Gonna need some kind of counterplay or something. 6 cards in hand. It's hard to imagine he has nothing, but I guess you never know. Gonna summon Sirocco and try to beat over something, I guess. I feel like it's probably gonna eat a battle trap or something, but I guess you never know. It could be like Oppression Icarus or something like that. Guess we're gonna find out about now. Really, this is a situation where you just kind of want to have back row to set, and we don't know how end speed opened, so he's gonna hit into the Shura. That's wild. Is there a reason he chose to hit over Shura there instead of Brianak? I can't think of one. Isn't the Brio way more problematic to leave sitting there? It almost has to be, right? Maybe end speed knows something I don't know. I can't think of any reason why I would do it that way, but maybe so you can set Icarus or play around Icarus, I guess, but like, does it even matter if you get Icarus if you get rid of that Brianak? He's gonna Icarus and just be on no monsters, and then you still have 2 of these cards. Ugh, that's rough. Gonna get another Whirlwind Search here. Not optimal for end speed, having to say thumbs up to that. I get the sense that I would just be okay eating that Icarus attack, but maybe I'm different. So now we could just still Icarus you, and you can also like Brio apart your field or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. So Hydro is thinking a long time about what he wants to search here. It's probably just another Collude or something, or maybe a Blizzard. It's between those two. Okay, gets another Collude. So we gotta see what he plays around here. I think there's like a good chance he was just disrespecting heavy or something and doesn't have the judgment, but we're gonna find out. Does end speed have some back row he would like to actually activate? Alright, he's apparently lagging. Would not be a tournament finals without DB lag. He is road, I guess that's neat. Does he main road? I'm not sure if he does. He might, I guess. There's a chance. So he's just gonna thumbs up that attack. And eat the Collude. Ooh. Maybe could have deep prison and is just saving it for the Brianak. Or he could just have nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, he does have deep prison. Understandable. Gonna get rid of that Brianac. Hydra's setting a 4th back row. What do you think? Does Hydra actually have the stop for heavy? Or is he just like crazy? I feel like people disrespect heavy too much in this format. I don't know about how other people feel, but I'm gonna always play around heavy kind of person. Because like you will just randomly lose the game if you don't. Well. Tough spot for end speed. Down a lot of cards. Or, not down a lot of cards, but down a lot of field presence. And that Whirlwind's going to be netting Hydra more advantage every time he draws a monster. He mains 2 road. That's wild. It's a lot of road to be maining. Do we assume that other back row is road then? Could be. He's going to search for a Greffer. It's not bad if he can get some kind of value play going. And Hydra doesn't have Mirror Force. Could also potentially drop Dad. If he has it. Which value players often do. Gonna go for the Vayu, send probably another Vayu. Or maybe he sends like Plague. Does he main Gardna? I always feel like when I'm playing these Greffer Arma decks that like Gardna is like a good option to have, but a lot of people take him out. I'm not really sure. I haven't played enough Vayu, so I don't really know. Does Ab-Zero resolve in the extra deck if it's bounced with Compulse? Yes. It's different in Modern, but in Edison it does. End speed doing a big think here. I mean, you gotta just summon the dude, right? This is not a situation where you could afford to be playing around Mirror Force, I think. You just need to go for it. Yeah. Gardna's a sick card. I like having it in like any kind of dark mill pile with whatever. Feels like a great option to have, especially since like the Armanites and the Greffers are all like small enough that they just get beat over by a ton of normal summons. Feels like it's really good to have. That way you don't just go neg. You like keep him alive and then, you know, tribute him for Caius or use him again next turn. If it's a Greffer. Oh, he had the Dark Armed! Yo! That's so good, man. Alright, you gotta prio target Whirlwind, I think. Alright. End speed making the right choice, I think. We'll see if there's an Ick attack here, which there might be. Pretty likely with 3 back row, honestly. None of these were Oppression or Judgment. Basically 100% confirmed here. So he's going to go for Ick attack both monsters. But that's a really good trade for end speed right there. I feel like you should just eat the back row with the Vayu monster here. Because you're basically up half a card or something right now with the Vayu resource. So trading 1-for-1 is really good. Plus if he doesn't have it, it's going to like be a wall for next turn. Alright, he's going to attack. There is a deep prison. Okay. Now if you drop Burial, it's like really good. Yeah, End Speed really turning this one around in his favor. Hydro had an insane opening, remember? He had Shura Whirlwind, like, multiple trap cards, and, like, he resolved Whirlwind next turn as well. End Speed is just pulling it back with some clutch play, and, of course, having the Dark Arm Dragon was helpful. Dark Arm is such a cool card. Very iconic boss monster for this format. Okay, he's going to just summon Shura attack. We think that this back roads might be Starlight Road, so it probably doesn't do anything here. He is getting dangerously low, however. End Speed could just randomly die. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. That being said, I think he's in a much better spot than I ever would have predicted after seeing the beginning of this game. Depends on what he just has, I guess. Does he have the Raikou, the hamster? He's going to end his turn. You know, it's pretty much confirmed that this isn't Road because it would have been used on that egg attack. I should have mentioned that. So, I get the feeling this is just a bluff. Or something like a spell card. That or, what's like completely, I mean, it could be Dust Shoot, I guess. Is he milled? What is he milled? What's like some just completely useless set card that this could be? Has there been a good chance to use Book of Moon so far? I don't know. There's some good things it could be, I guess. Alright, just gonna set another end. He did not get a very good mill off that Raikou, unfortunately. So he's gonna Bora go for game here. This is dangerous for End Speed. Does he have something? That would suck if he just drew nothing. Oh no. It was Dust Shoot. It was the Dust Shoot. Oh, that's tragic. Don't know what the other card was, but he didn't have any way of stopping the Bora normal summon die. Man, if he'd just gotten a few more clutch like top decks there, he might have had a chance, but almost made the comeback happen in that game. Almost. Definitely he played very well, I think. But, you know, every now and then Blackwings just open Whirlwind normal summon set 2 and you like going first and you just can't do anything, so it's a thing that happens. But End Speed going first now, doesn't have to worry about that. Opening up a lore is very nice. Helps you dig for those important staples. Get your engine going, very important thing to be doing in Bayou, of course. Just thinking a lot on what to banish here, which can definitely be a difficult decision in situations like this. Where you've got, like, you know, Greffer plus Caius plus Gores or something. You don't know which one's most important. Okay, he's going to banish Caius. Someone's mentioned that Hydro was not siding Crow or Knock, which are definitely cards that you would normally bring in against Value Turbo. I guess he could bring in, like... Can you bring in Deck Dev versus Value Turbo? I feel like that's probably not bad. Maybe it's just barely not good enough. I guess it depends. Anyway, just going to go with a T-set pass. Pretty standard opening for Value. Hydra going to summon a Cyber Dragon which strikes me as a little odd. I guess this is maybe just a tool to help him trade with the set monsters without losing tempo. But I feel like Sidra is not a card I would consider versus Vayu. Because they just crap out like these 2300 vanillas that are just bigger, like casually. And it's just kind of... The only thing it really does is eat removal. Which is fine. It's just... Maybe it's just because he's going second and he doesn't have anything else to side, like was mentioned. Ace of Spades says Hydra's on good cards and not bad cards. Side is mostly for frogs with Fossil Dyna and Rugs. Snowman and Sidra plus Light. So he's like preing hard for frogs and fairies. I guess. I can see that. Those are probably the most problematic matchups for Blackwing. Charge of the Light Brigade is going to be used, getting, once again, just garbage mills for end speed. I feel kind of bad. Man hasn't milled a Vayu once. I feel like he probably just brought in the Sidra because he was going second and he didn't have anything better to side. In cases like this, I would just like side super minimally and hope my main is good enough, probably, though. That's how I would handle it. Gonna summon a Bora. End speed thinking on that. What do you think on that with? I feel like you just let him attack your set monster, probably. He's gonna bottom us. What if it's Ick Attack? Isn't that like a shit trade or something? Maybe the set monster is Sangan. Does he play Sangan? Some Vayu players do. It's not uncommon. He's like trying to bait Ick Attack to be used. So that Hydra will essentially go super neg there. Oh, it's Trap Stun. That's a sick tech. I never know how to feel about Trap Stun as a card. Okay, it was actually Raikou the whole time. I don't know what's in End Speed's hand, but normally I would pop the back row in this situation. Just on average, but again, we don't know what's in his hand. Okay, he pops the back row. Alright, he statistically has to get a good mill at something. Never mind. Never mind. God. Poor End Speed. Poor End Speed. He is still up half a card or whatever just because he went first, which I think I did a whole rant about how that's dumb. Go watch that video. But Hydra has no back row here, so if End Speed has a play, it could potentially be pretty devastating. There could be a Kalut, I guess. There could also not be a Kalut. I mean, oh, well, we're just summoning Dad. Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, End Speed going for the Dad in all 3 games challenge. Can he do it? Dad is just a crazy card, man. Absolutely nuts. Is there... There's probably not a lethal line. But he can do a lot of damage. There is, like, some small danger of getting clapped back if you don't kill here, though. Am I Jewish or British? I'm neither. What kind of weird-ass question is that? Or Russian? No. Okay, never mind. He just has lethal. It's all good. I'll have you know I'm an American. Well, this is looking like game over pretty explosive turn from end speed here with the dad and the BFDD and the Greffer. Yep. We're going to a game number 3. The physiology check? What in the sweet fuck? What's that even mean? You know what? Don't tell me. I feel like I'm... End speed has been accused of sacking in the chat. Edison's like all sacking all the time. Let's be honest. It's all about brain control and trap dust shoot and heavy storm and dark arm dragon, and nothing else. Watch this. Hydra's gonna open whirlwind again and just like win on turn 1. Are you allowed to swear? I did not make any rules about you not being allowed to swear. I don't know if YouTube does. I think you can't swear in like super chats or something, maybe. I don't know. Get physiology checked. I guess I've been physiology checked. I don't know what that means though. It sounds really sus though. Why use a sack deck by design? True. Hydra just goes set 1 pass. So chances of Sirocco in hand, very high. Also feeling pretty good to be end speed, not getting done dirty like you did in game 1. Definitely pretty even chance here for both players in game number 3. Alright, just going to T-set. Pretty respectable opening from end speed. Assuming that's all he does. Okay, sets another one. What is that? Is that like... Okay, no. What kind of set is this? Is this a... If you move the monster over 1, it's like an L set, right? So end phase dust going to be used, but I mean, what do you really... Whatever you hit, there's still 3 of them, so... Okay, he's going to hit the Mirror Force. It's definitely not a bad card to hit. Might be setting like an ick attack here. End speed thinking in draw phase. Is there dust shoot? Nah, he's holding it. If he has it. Maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe he's just trying to pretend he had it. I have no idea. People do all sorts of weird shit with the thinking emoji, me included. A P set? What's a P set? There's not enough spaces to get a P, right? Or am I... Surely that's an L set, right? Well, what is this? Is this like an M set? We need to, like, get clear on what all the letters are. The Cairo set? He's just summoning Blizzard? That basically all but confirms this is Ick Attack. But the chances of Road have got to be high, right? With all these back... Okay, no, he's just specialing Bora. Is it me or does this feel like... See, I feel like if he had set Ick Attack here, you just summon Bora attack, right? Or just summon Bora flip Ick Attack and then use Blizzard next turn. But he's actually just making Brionac. I don't know if... Okay, maybe he's got Dad. Maybe he's thinking like he can pitch a Dark and drop Dad. Is that what's happening here? Okay, he does pitch a Dark. So he's probably going to go after a back row? No, he's going after the monster. See, if he had Dad, I feel like he would target a back row. So this just kind of leaves me really confused. Anyone know what Hydra is doing here? Okay, he does have Dad, but why did he target the monster with the Brionac? What are the chances that none of these are Bottomless or Book of Moon or anything? They're all just like more battle traps? Well, he can potentially get a plus if he hits one that's not chainable. Oh god, I hope End Speed knows which one he targeted. They like lagged out there for a second. He could have said a Solemn. Alrighty. You're not gonna chain anything? Dude, how many non-chainable back row are you playing, my guy? PSA run chainable back row. Okay, MST gonna be chained. That's not bad. Trapstun gonna be chained. Okay, so no matter what he had, it was gonna be rough unless he had Judgment. End Speed just thumbs up that. He has 2 road. Who sets 2 road? Did Hydra use Prohibition? No, we have not seen Prohibition. So is he just going to preserve the dad pop here? I don't know. That's wild. They have 4 back row that don't like do anything to Dark Armed. 4 back row and none of them, or well, I technically 3 back row and none of them were able to respond to like make a Brionac summon dad. Why did he? Okay, play around Gores. I guess that makes sense. He did set double road. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. That could just be the end of the game. That's insane. Hydra just goes full yellow into 4 back row. And none of them, or 3 back row. And they all die. 2 of them were road. 2 of them were road and the other one was MST. The only actual, like, interaction was Mirror Force. And it got Dust Tornadoed. Unlucky. Alright. If this back row from Hydro is fake, then he can go Goyo, steal the Brionac, bounce the dad. What's the game count? This is game 3. Yeah, I feel like if you can go Goyo, take Brionac's, bounce dad, you're actually not, like, you're big chillin' at that point. However, if this is like bottomless, I think he just loses. So, but you pretty much have to go for it, right? There's just no other way. I definitely see why Hydro felt safe doing that with the Trapstun set, though. Makes sense in hindsight. Yeah, I agree. 2 road is a lot of road. I would only play 2 road if I was playing some like weird shit, like something just has to have its hands set at all times or whatever, or like in Crystal Beasts. I think I played 2 roads. Hydro is thinking. Could mean Book of Moon. Does Hydro even play Book of Moon? Yeah, Aliens 1. One example of it. Goyo would be... If you can just get away with Goyo hit over here, well, I feel like you're in a great spot if you do. If you don't, though, I mean, tough luck. Hydra is just playing regular Blackwings. I don't think he's playing the dumbass Nobleman of Extermination thing. That deck's... I don't want to call it bad, but, like... It's bad. Like, that's what I have to say about that. Have you read Nobleman Extermination, guys? Like, that card sucks. When's the last time Crystal Beast topped anything? I don't know, maybe it's topped something in Modern since they have new support, but in Edison, I'm pretty sure never. That deck is awful. I don't know. You can play around Ick Attack, like, fine. And it's only good going first against Ick Attack. Going second against Ick Attack is garbage. He goes Brio. Edison is quickly becoming your favorite format. That's cool. Edison's probably my favorite format. This feels like... I don't know. Was this right? Man, I think you just gotta go for it in this situation with the Goyo Guardian. Like, maybe this is just another Dust Tornado and another Trap Stun or something. Beast Mode did well in an SGC back in the day with Crystal Beasts. I think, like, in, like, 2012-ish through 2014-ish, you could probably make a pretty sick, like, rank 4 spam type of deck with Crystal Beasts. I haven't, like, experimented it with a lot, but I think it's definitely possible. Minus Tengu, you hate Raikou. Yeah... Okay, you were getting screwed if you went Goyo. I guess this way you have a vague chance of surviving one more turn. It's because that card sucks in Tengu. But I feel like you just lose no matter what at this point, since it was a real back row. I would have gone for the crazy play. Because he just Brio bounces whatever you do. Yeah, but he knows about the road. Crystal Beast is too slow. In Edison, for sure. I don't even think the slowness is the... Holy shit, what a good top deck. That's wild. In Edison, it's definitely too slow. And, like, I bet in 2012 you could make a version that's, like, passable. You know? Or, like, once you get... Maybe in, like, Meadowlands format, because you have Lightning Chidori at that point, and you can summon, like, Cobalt Eagles and make it. There's gotta be a way. Yo, is this the comeback? This had to be the only card in your entire deck that you could have drawn out this fucking game state. That's wild. End speed, absolutely legendary moment here. This looked like it was over, and now we might have a game of some kind on our hands. Hydra's still up cards, but one of them's a dead copy of Dad that will not be live anytime soon. We don't know what the set card is. Could be a Battle Trap. Could be nothing. You're talking about Edison? Yeah, Crystal Beast is way too slow at Edison. I agree. Well, actually, no. What was I saying? It's not too slow in Edison. It just has no, like, win con in Edison. It's like... There's no payoff, I guess. There's win cons. Like, you can get to Abundance, maybe. But that shit takes way too long to set up. You know, there's just no, like... And all the boss monsters you can summon, like, have major issues. Like, Dragon Queen of Tragic Endings doesn't do jack. You know, because it's too small. And Haman is, like, laughable, and so is Rainbow Dragon. So, it's just, like, there's no you can, like, go positive and do a lot of cool things, but you can't, like, actually do anything, per se. Whereas later on you can make Exceeds, which is something, you know. He stacked the Sork from Plague. It's still crazy that he had it. I mean, this is a pretty good card to have. Crystal Beast doesn't like Dust Tornado, or something else doesn't like Dust Tornado. Same as Iron Chain. I'm gonna say Iron Chain's probably never good. The decks that like get built of it later on are such a meme. They're just like way too high roll and easy to interrupt. Oh, Iron Chain having no payoff. Okay, that's fair. They kind of really they can do a lot of like weird plusy stuff, but they don't really like have an actual game plan to win the game. What's in Hydra Grave? A bunch of spell traps. Okay, 3 trap cards. If he didn't stack the Sork, I'm actually kind of confused as to why he stacked the Sork. Because there was a chance he just died if the opponent drew a monster. What do Crystal Beasts care about Dust Tornado? Then you're just, like, trading 1 for 1. But, like, you probably plussed to get things in your spell trap zone because of your, like, 3 of your Stratos guy. End Speed is playing really hard around like a Deep Prison or a Battle Trap here, which is maybe right, but you're also kind of just waiting to lose the game since you're not setting anything. What are you drawing? Man, he's probably drawing like total dead shit, like Gores or something. That's a feels bad. That's a feels bad indeed. Blizzard gonna be summoned. Okay, so he can make Android and just hit over. Well, now you're in the position of having to do something, End Speed. Better draw a monster or something. What's he got? He's got, like, hamsters and Raikas left, surely. Yeah, that's a good point. It's better to stack the Sork than, like, discard the Sork. Then again, if you had the Sork follow-up, then why not just make the Goyo? That is a good point. Because even if the Goyo gets stopped, you have, like, the Sork drop, and then they have to pitch a card with Brio. Or, should have went Thought Ruler. Could he have gone Thought Ruler? Well, apparently the back row were not enough to stop that, and he drew Gores. Man, those were some crap draws for End Speed. Good. Congratulations to Hydra Pump. He's going to win the whole thing with Blackwing. So, he played very well. I think both players played really well. This was a pretty epic finals, honestly. So, definitely had fun watching these games. They were all pretty close. Definitely felt competitive. Felt like there was some back and forth there. So, alright. Those were some hype games, and Hydro Pump is your winner. Congrats to End Speed for second place. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Whenever I stream again, which I'm planning on doing more often, so it shouldn't be too long. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So, I'll see you tomorrow, and